I don't even want to venture a guess as to how many artists have covered that song, man. Damn. Fantastic. Yeah, man. The British invasion. You know, these guys had so much great material to draw from, and they were great students, let me tell you. They took that stuff in, they sucked it back like Kool-Aid, and then they fashioned it, jazzed it up, and then sold it right back to us, man. Good on you, lads. You did good. You know, out of all of that came all the great bands we know and we love today. You know, the Beatles, the Stones, the Who, the Yardbirds, Led Zeppelin came after that. And then they gave us Queen, you know, I'm like on and on and on. Just outshoots from those humble beginnings, you know. So it's got to do these old black men proud, you know, these old soul and gospel men proud to see their material not being shelved and forgotten. Good shit, man. All right. I'm a Man. I'm a Man is a rhythm and blues song written and recorded by Bo Diddley in 1955. Inspired by an earlier blues song, it was one of his first hits. I'm a Man has been recorded by a variety of artists. I'm not even going to get into this damn list. English rock band the Yardbirds recorded a live version of I'm a Man for their first UK album, 5 Live Yardbirds, with Eric Clapton at 64. That was later included on their second American album, Having a Rave Up with the Yardbirds. In 65, during their first American tour, the Yardbirds with Jeff Beck on guitar recorded a studio version of I'm a Man that is also included on Having a Rave Up. Their versions feature their signature rave up arrangements when the beat shifts into double time and the instrumentation builds to a crescendo. Beck added a scratch picking technique to produce a percussive effect during the song's instrumental section, which critic Capcoda notes provides the climax on the studio version of I'm a Man, perhaps the most famous Yardbirds rave up of all. In addition to the 64 live version with Clapton, other live versions include those with Jeff Beck, 1965 Yardbirds on air released in 91, and Jimmy Page, 1968 live Yardbirds featuring Jimmy Page released in 71, and Yardbirds in 68 released in 2017. Recognition. Bo Diddley's original I'm a Man is ranked number 369 on Rolling Stone magazine's list of the 500 greatest songs of all time. In 2012, the song, along with a self-named A-side song, Bo Diddley, was added to the Library of Congress National Recording Registry list of culturally, historically, or aesthetically important American sound recordings. In 2018, I'm a Man was inducted into the Blues Foundation Blues Hall of Fame as a classic of blues recording. Great legacy and great honors, man. And then to be have your music covered by such notable acts in this long ass list that I'm not going to get into. Yo, fantastic, man. Great accomplishment by Bo Diddley and all those who covered this great song. I once was playing with the idea of featuring songs, notable songs like this one that has such great importance. I guess going down the annals of exchanging hands through all of these great classic rock artists, you know, starting from the old bluesmen going all the way down, and following the timeline and the history and all of that sort of thing. I did too. I did one with Train Kept a Rollin', and then I did Black Betty, you know, and so great songs like this, like I'm a Man, yo, we can just keep that shit rolling and rolling, you know. So I might take that up again once I free up a little bit more time down the road. We'll see. Great idea though, you know, but I had a lot of what I called great ideas that didn't really work out well, you know, some of the rocker series that didn't work out. One of the biggest flops that I've tried was the One Hit Wonders. It started off okay, and then all of a sudden I kept getting up people, hey man, do your damn research. He's not a one-hit wonder. They're not a one-hit wonder. Give your head a shake. What the hell? You know, they're not one-hit wonders. So the One-Hit Wonder series was just plagued with a whole bunch of holes. Anyway, it's all good, man. I was open to trying anything. All right. So that concludes this excellent quad. Really good assembly of songs, Antoine, and a really nice way to cap it off with this really cool blues rocking addition, and Jimmy Page in the mix, going psychedelic on us using his bow. That really mixed well with the Yardbirds style. But yeah, I understand that they were at the tail end, and they were saying that their best years were behind them. You know, coming out of the British invasion, they were tired and they wanted to go in different directions. And, you know, there was a fork in the road where it comes to, you know, going into the folk rock area like the Byrds were, or going into, you know, the Byrds, Crosby, Stills and Nash, and then going into the heavier sounding area like the Hendrix and the Cream. So I understand that dilemma, and of course hence the split, but that created an opportunity for what we now know as Led Zeppelin. Alright, so that is my reaction to this excellent quad. Antoine, thank you again, brother. You're the shit, man. My very first patron. And thanks also too for your patience. You know, as you know, everybody knows by now that I'm really way behind and I'm playing catch up here, but thanks for not pestering me, man. As well, I'm just scrolling down now, I'm just looking at my notes here. Yeah, man, so I got reactions in the shoot. Jeffrey, Sasha, Elaine, Freddy66, Rico43, got and a couple of new patrons. I've got to take care of a couple of reactions for them. I'm working on my Led Zeppelin live stuff. What I'm doing, it's as we're publishing this, it's the 21st. I'm going to be hitting up the Seattle show. If I have enough time, maybe I'll squeeze Nebworth in there. If not, then I'll do it after. And what I'm talking about is that I'm going to do my best to try and hit up the O2 Arena and drop it Christmas Day. That's the plan. And I'll try and give you as much notice as possible. Speaking of Nebworth and the O2 Arena, if you guys have some really excellent links for me, I'd appreciate if you send it my way. That'd be really cool, man. If you got some great links for both those shows, send it a brother's way. That'd be cool. So yeah, unofficially, Led Zeppelin is the Artist of the Month. They've never been Artist of the Month, so unofficially, only because there's just so much Led Zeppelin in the latter month of December, and just addressing that one little minute group who just doesn't like the fact that I'm doing so much Led Zeppelin. Here is what I've got to say to you. For the month of December, go somewhere else, right? That's what I gotta say. Or, more appropriately, skip the Led Zeppelin stuff. You know that it's Led Zeppelin because it says Led Zeppelin. So why don't you skip that shit and just go to the stuff that is not Led Zeppelin? Easy, plain and simple. Rather than having to feel that you're compelled to say some shit. Yo, my channel, my rules. I will decide how much Led Zeppelin I play and how much I do not play. Do you understand? I'm talking to a couple of people who consistently want to some reason just harass the hell out of me and some of my Led Zeppelin colleagues. So, if you don't like Led Zeppelin, bypass this channel for the month of December, or just skip to some of the other stuff that you're seeing. Like this, for example. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't want to hear anything more about, oh, you're doing too much Led Zeppelin, and stop emailing me. Stop private emailing me. Some of my older subscribers still have my private email from when I had it up on my YouTube channel, and I've told you a million times, do not email me on my private email. It's for administrative purposes only when Vimeo or when YouTube wants to get a hold of me. So, ranting a little bit towards you. I don't want to taint Antoine's really nice quad with that rant. But yeah, man, Led Zeppelin is unofficially the Artist of the Month for December. And so, if you don't like Led Zeppelin, not the channel for you, because there's a shit ton more coming. Let's see. Seattle. Nebworth, if I can squeeze it in. I'm determined to do so. The O2. And then after the O2, I gotta include, there's an interview, I think it's a Letterman interview. And then maybe, I think it's, I got a Dazed and Confused challenge, maybe 2. And then I've got It Might Get Loud. And I think Evelyn sent me something else. I can't remember. Sorry, Evelyn, there's something else that I can't remember. Or is it Joe Shield? Or it might be Finesse Muse. I can't. But anyway, there's a shit ton of Led Zeppelin. So again, if you do not want that much Led Zeppelin in your coffee, skip this channel for the month of December. That's all I can say about that. Alright, man. I noticed that it's the same trolls who were giving me a hard time about the Santana not being classic rock thing, just to see if I'll react and get under, if it'll get under my skin. And yes, it has a little bit, but I'm not going to feed you trolls anymore. Alright, so this was a great quad, Antoine. You never, ever, ever fail to disappoint. And thanks for introducing me a little bit more in depth to the Mamas and the Papas, and with Cass Elliot. I really like her, man. I feel that on a solo basis, given the right circumstances, opportunities, and all of that sort of thing, she could have been just as big as Janis Joplin. Let me know what you think about that. Anyways, I'm out. So you guys have a good one. Have a safe holiday season. And you'll be seeing another Led Zeppelin post a couple of hours after this one. So take care until then. I'll see you later. Peace.